What the hell is this? You can put your finger through the computer. It's totally hollow. So I picked up this computer with another Dell Dimension free computer, and it just looks like your standard old computer, Pentium 4, Windows XP. And then when I was checking it out, I noticed that you can see through it to the other side. So I'm not sure what's going on here. So let's open it up and see what's the deal. Okay, the top comes off, so that's it sits. Oh. Somehow. Come on. Now, what's in here? So this is a completely separate chamber from the actual PC. There's a fan. So the first time I opened this, I wondered why would there be a fan up here, but I think if you look down here, the processor should be under here. Although I don't know how to remove this yet. Maybe these screws right here. And then I looked in the back, and you can see the fins. I think this is the CPU cooler. It's a wild design. So it's actually, let's see. If the fan was blowing this way, the air would come up from here, go that way. You'd have a nice intake right here. And then that would cool the cooler. But yeah, it's a weird design. I assume it works. I didn't boot it up or anything, but I wonder if you were to put, say, like a modern motherboard in here. Well, that's going to be a problem. Well, it's still a 400 watt, so maybe you still use this, but I wonder if you could put like a modern board in here with a water cooler and have the tubes come up here, and then put the radiator in the top. Maybe even just take these out. Just to be weird. I don't know why you would go through all of that, because there's no real advantage to using this case. Unless you just want to be weird. Here's the back. It still looks like a standard kind of ATX motherboard. So I think you could fit something in here. But yeah, let's see if we can take it out. Looks like an Asus motherboard. Some sort of video card. This is actually a TV card, I believe. So it has a cable input. You could watch TV on your computer back in the day. And what's the date on this? It has SATA, so it's not that old. There's no hard drive in it. There's a fan pointing down. Oh, because the hard drive would normally be here, I think. So there's a fan to cool the hard drive. That used to be a thing. Power supply. Let's take a look. It's upside down. Can't see the date. Made in China. 400 watt power supply. Pretty good. So now how do you get inside? Is the question. So here's the inside, and I'm trying to figure out how to get the power supply out. There's no screws. And I found this little lever right here. Do that, it kind of unlocks it. And then Voila. Kind of like a Dell setup, but instead of the fan popping out, the power supply pops out. So check out this crazy heatsink. 4 copper pipes for a Pentium 4. And my theory was right. The actual heatsink for the processor is here behind this. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get this out. Check out the 2 screws. I can see it and it kind of wants to pop out, but I'm missing something. I think maybe the fan comes out first. Let's see. I think I got it. Check this out. This whole thing comes out together. Yeah. Whoa. Actually, gotta unplug this first. That is bizarre. So, there it goes. I guess, well, you can only go so far. These cables are in the way. But check that out. So I wonder, I mean, you couldn't, if you were to try to put a modern motherboard in here, you couldn't have a heatsink here because you wouldn't be able to slide out the whole assembly. Unless, I don't know, I guess you could screw it in place once it's in. Or maybe have the water cooler, because they're kind of a low profile, bolted there, and then run the tubes up here to a water cooler, maybe. I don't know if anybody's willing to go that far, but let's get this off and check it out. Again, it's getting hung up on a lot of cables. I guess you're probably supposed to take everything out first, but just want to peek at this heatsink. All right, let me unhook things and be back in a sec. All right, well, we're not going to take it apart anymore because I want it to still work. But look at that heatsink. Massive, strange design. Very cool, very proprietary. SONY Vaio PCB. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, Vaio. Yeah, potential for a cool little build here, but I don't think I'm gonna do it because it looks a little complicated. The front I/O is just, looks like a nightmare. Kind of proprietary, everything. But thanks for watching. I'll maybe do a follow-up of it running, but probably not. But yeah, that's the weirdest computer PC setup I've ever seen.